40 weeks.
Thank you very much. So, how's Leslie getting on all the wedding chores?
Well, she's chipping away at them. I just came from there, and Laura has been there for hours. She's going to talk to her in between patients.
Must be really exciting for you to be planning Laura's wedding.
You know, it's not exactly what either one of us would plan for a daughter. It's the way Laura wants it. That's what's important.
Monica.
Hello.
Hi, sweetheart.
I'm looking all over for you. Hi.
Here, sit down.
Well, I've been at the IC for quite a while. I just got relieved a few minutes ago.
I'm so glad I found you.
I better run up there myself. Why don't you two of you talk, and I'll see you later tonight, huh?
Okay. Right, Dad.
I have never seen you look so lovely or more radiant in my life. Being in love certainly does agree with you.
Thank you, Monica. I have never been so happy. I didn't think it was possible to be this happy. It's like everything I've ever hoped for has come true.
But I know what it's like to really hope for something, and it just must be wonderful if it comes true. I'm so glad for you.
Thank you. Monica, may I say something?
Of course.
I want so much for us to really be good friends again, the way we used to be. I mean, Scotty and I have so much to be grateful to you for. And I really am very ashamed of the way I acted after the epidemic, thinking that you were responsible for...
Hey, hold it. Let's not talk or even think about it anymore. There's no looking back, okay? I will always be your friend, and I couldn't be happier for you right now. I am just so pleased for your marriage.
Thanks, Monica.
Alan and I both are.
I made my mother promise not to invite you both until I could do it personally. I wanted it to come just for me.
Oh, so that's, why we haven't heard from you.
Oh, what, did you think you weren't going to be asked?
Oh, I was beginning to wonder.
No chance. I want you both there on that special day to share it with us. It just wouldn't be the same without you.
Thank you. That's very sweet. Now, I want to ask you something. What? Well, what can Alan and I give you and Scotty for a wedding present that would be something you would really need or really want?
Monica, you don't have to do that.
No, I mean it, honest. I mean, look, I still have tons of wedding presents in the closet that we'll never use. And I really would like to give you something that would be special. I mean, not just a toaster or an ashtray.
Well, it's really very easy because we need everything.
Well, it doesn't have to necessarily be something that you need. It can be something you want. In fact, I would really like it if it were something that was special for our friendship and, well, the wedding invitation. Come on. Can't you think of something that you really, really love?
Well...
That's it?
Thank you, darling.
I think, from upstairs. Oh, it look empty.
A few hours from now, it's going to be vacant.
It's going to be our last night here. I want to enjoy it.
Are you going to miss it?
No, but I'm going to remember it. Awful lot of memories.
Yes, indeed.
Listen, you want me to help you with this?
No. What I want you to do is I want you to sit down. I want you to keep me company because I'm collapsing for a minute.
Oh, you should have been there when Laura asked us to her wedding. She was just so dear. I couldn't have felt closer to her if she'd been my own daughter.
That sounds so nice coming out of you. You're going to have your own daughter one day, Monica. You ain't see.
Well, I hope so.
Did you get what you went after for the present when you left the hospital?
Yep.
What was it?
Well, it was like pulling teeth to get Laura to come up with any suggestions that she and Scotty wanted. But when she finally got a list going, all of a sudden I saw a look in her eye when she started to talk about a wicker love seat she'd seen in the antique shop on Jarvis Street.
So you got it for them?
Mm-hmm. I ordered it. It's going to be delivered while they're on their honeymoon. I just can't wait to see her face when she walks in that door. She's just going to be thrilled to death.
That was a nice thing for you to do.
Well, people should have what they want on their wedding. And Laura said they're going to do the apartment in wicker, so I can't think of a lovelier piece to start out with.
Good.
Oh, sit there. Get it.
Sorry.
Hello, Wilbur.
Just came up to see how things are progressing. Offer my services.
Well, sit down if you can find a place.
Hello, Jeff.
Yeah, it looks like you're hard at work. Anything I can do to help?
Yes, you can sit down, you can keep us company, and then you can join us for dinner and help us eat it.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound too difficult. Guess I could manage that.
Can I get you anything now?
No, thank you, dear. Well, by the way, I heard from Tracey this afternoon. She called again from Albany.
Yes, what does she want?
Well, she says she wants to take over the penthouse here when she gets back.
Well, I hope she can afford it. She spent a great deal of her money on Mitch Williams.
Well, she says she may be bringing Ned over for a visit this summer, and she wants more room.
Well, it's all right with me. I'll talk to the manager in the morning.
Yes, I think she'd want Natty with her. She must miss him terribly.
Oh, I'm sure she does, but she doesn't like to interrupt his schoolwork.
You think she'll keep him here or send him back to London?
Monica, I have no idea what Tracy's plans are. She rarely confides in me anymore.
Why don't you ask Mitch Williams? He probably knows.
Okay. Hello? Laura! Oh, is it good to hear your voice? How are you? Well, Alan and I are getting ready for a move. Well, hopefully we'll be settled by the time you get back. Yes, Edward is right here. We tried to persuade him to stay with us, but he won't hear of it. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, right away. Listen, you take care, and I love you. I'll see you soon. Okay, hang on. Edward wants to say hello. Goodbye.
Hello, Lila, darling. How are things going down there?
What is it, Monica?
Well, Lila pried it out of Larry Forsythe. But it was Grace Dobson who told him about the rumor about Rick.
Of course. So it was Tracey behind it all the time.
Alan, why would she go that far to hurt Rick?
There's no mystery about that. It's because he's close to you, and that's Tracey's way, I'm afraid. If you're her enemy, then so are all the people who are close to you.
Oh, hi, Claudia.
Good morning, one and all. I am reporting for active duty.
Duty?
Relax, she's helping me move.
Hey, have you seen Laura yet this morning?
Sure, I just left the house a few minutes ago. Is there any coffee left?
Hello.
Claudia, what's she up to?
The nicest work of all.
What?
She and her mother are setting up wedding presents in the living room. Whoa.
Presents? Where did they come from already?
Well, I can't tell you where they came from, but I can tell you that there are lots of them. Wonderful things.
Well, speaking of presents, now, I hope you haven't brought up that love seat again.
No way.
I mean, I would have bought it for her. I know how much she loved it, but I just couldn't afford it, really.
Well, then why didn't you buy it anyway and afford it later?
Don't
Well,
listen to the girl, Scotty. She's impractical by nature. She was brought up that way carefully.
Well, Laura and I are going to be very practical, especially once we get back from the honeymoon, and that's all over. Very tight budget.
I thought that was all paid for.
Well, it is, but you ever heard of incidental expenses? I mean, Laura can nickel and dime you to death. I mean, she's drained my whole bank account.
Well, what does it matter as long as you're having fun?
See what I mean? In practical, she doesn't seem to realize not everybody was to her manner born.
Say, Brian, listen, you know, as best man, now you got to remind the groom to pick up the rings, right?
Right.
Oh, I'll remind you when.
Today, that's right. And there's something. No, I've already done that.
Oh.
Wait, I've got to make up another list now because oh boy.
Look at this.
That's right. It's my turn to serve breakfast up to you in bed.
I think that's a lovely idea.
Well, I think that today is, Well, it's kind of a milestone, a celebration, because it's our last morning here, and tomorrow we're going to be waking up in our own house.
Our own house.
And it's a very, very significant move, isn't it?
Yes, I know.
You agreeing to move meant you finally thought we were going to make it. Do you still?
Yes, I do, my darling. I'm looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to Laura and Scotty's wedding.
Something so very touching about the two of them. Whenever I see them together, their faces absolutely aglow with anticipation.
What I'm looking forward to is when they get back from the honeymoon.
Why then?
I would just love to see Laura's face when she walks in and sees the little antique love seat sitting there. I mean, when she thought it was lost.
Yeah.
She wanted so much.
Did you send a card with it?
No, I thought while they were in California, I would send a little card saying who it's from. Dr. and Mrs. Quartermain.
Dr. and Mrs. Quartermain. Here's to that. I hope that Scotty's as happy as I am at this moment, Mark.
Well, I guess I don't have to tell you how relieved I am that I haven't gotten one phone call in 2 days. I guess whoever it was that was making those phone calls has finally decided to leave Port Charles.
Wait a minute. You wouldn't deprive me of the pleasure of catching this guy once and for all.
Joe, I think you're a very attractive, personable young man. But
But she would gladly give up the pleasure of your company if it meant putting a stop to those phone calls forever on their own.
Well, I can't fault the lady for that, especially since she's feeling so happy now.
oh, yeah, I really do. And you know, I haven't misplaced one thing since I found the prescription in a toy box. But anyway, Peter has always contended that my forgetfulness was directly related to my anxiety over the phone calls, and I'm beginning to think he's right. Anyway, I better get back on duty.
Okay, well, I'll see you later then.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Joe.
Bye. Obviously, you didn't tell her about the phone call you intercepted yesterday.
No. Frankly, I didn't have the heart to. And I see no point in it.
Well, neither do I. No use in frightening her further.
It's good to see her having a few moments of relief for a change. She's a different person already.
So listen, tell me, have you been thinking about that voice that you intercepted?
Yeah, that's all I do think about. When I have time to think, that is.
Well, did you come up with anything yet?
Yes and no. Sometimes I'm almost ready to connect it to another voice I know, and then it's gone. I can't quite make it yet.
Keep at it,
Yeah, I will.
for your wife's sake.
I'm telling you no, Heather. I won't do it. I'm not going to do it anymore, so you can quit going on about it.
Larry, Joe, we can't stop now. Not now when it's just really beginning to work.
Heather, I don't care if it's beginning to work or if it's not beginning to work. All I care about is Mr. Joe Keller, and he's getting very suspicious.
Oh, you're just imagining it.
Imagining? Hey, he stopped by the drugstore 4 times yesterday. Now, 4 times, Heather. He was there again this morning, asking all kinds of suspicious questions, or at least they seem suspicious to me.
Well, how do you know that?
I just do. So you can just stop bugging me about it. No more phone calls, Heather. Oh, and especially, did you know that Peter Taylor took that last call of mine, and I think he recognized my voice?
Larry, Joe, please, we can't stop now.
No! Heather, I love you. I would do anything in the world for you. No more phone calls.
All right. We'll just have to come up with something else then. And Diana is too close to the breaking point to stop now. We'll just have to come up with something that will make her even more frightened than before.
Okay, that's done, and she said thank you very much. Well, now, I'm going to have the place all spick and span for you by tomorrow night. Don't you worry.
I'm not worried. I never worry when you're in charge. I just want you to be prepared that there may be a whole bunch of people who want to come back here after their picnic in the park.
Well, now I've heard everything. I mean, a wedding with a picnic reception in the park.
Why not? I think it's terrific. I'll get it. Hi.
Oh,
I
hello,
didn't
Dr.
expect
Weber.
to see you. Come in.
Oh, thank you. Hello, Mrs. Strand. Could I see Laura for a
No.
minute? Why not?
She's upstairs in her wedding gown.
How come?
Oh, it's last-minute alterations, and she absolutely believes in the old tradition that it's bad luck for the bridegroom to see the bride before the wedding day in her wedding gown.
Oh, well, I'm not superstitious, but, I mean, I'll go along with this.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe you could use a cup of coffee, huh, Scotty?
Oh, okay, I'll go along with that, too. Thanks, Grant. Thank you. Boy, look at all those extravagant gifts.
Oh, it's not extravagant. It just shows that people think you and Laura are kind of special. Are you sure you didn't mind that she went ahead and opened them without you?
Oh, no, I was too busy with graduation.
Okay. Well, all right, let me show you. Look at this. This is a beautiful. Look at this chafing dish from Diana and Peter Taylor.
That's nice.
This covered serving dish from Audrey and Steve Hardy. This beautiful crystal bowl, little silver trim, it's from Jessie.
Who's this from?
Judge Stallman.
Judge Stallman, you're kidding. He didn't have to do that. I mean, he gave us the best present of all, giving us permission to get married.
I know. Oh, wait. Look at these. These are so beautiful. These are from John Higgins.
They certainly are nice.
Aren't they gorgeous? And Laura was so touched by his gesture. On the card, he had signed it, "Your very good friend."
Looks like all the bad days are behind us now. And I'm really grateful for who's ever responsible for all of this.
Well, it is. It's kind of a nice bunch of presents, I must admit.
Yes,
Here we are.
You do take your coffee black, don't you, Scotty?
That's fine, Mrs. Grant, fine.
Okay. If you need anything else, Maria, just call me. I'll be out in the
No.
kitchen.
Scotty, sit down. I'll sit with you. It'll be lovely to have a little moment of calm in the middle of all the craziness.
Well, I love every minute of this craziness.
So does Laura. She is so adorable, Beth. Scotty, I'm sure you know that I think she's kind of special.
Well, you certainly have proved how much you love her, Dr. Weber.
Oh, listen, don't you think this would be a good time to get rid of the formality of Dr. Weber? Why don't you call me Lesley? How about that?
Okay, Lesley.
Okay. Rick and I were so proud of you last night, watching you walk up the aisle to get your diploma. More so because we knew what you'd been through to get yourself ready for the exams after her accident.
Well, I did it for Laura. And I'm going to spend the rest of my life doing things for Laura.
As her mother, I'd have to say I'm awfully pleased to hear that. But as your friend, I hope I am your friend, and I hope we will continue to be friends. I feel I have to say this, Scotty. This marriage is no different from any other marriage. It's a two-way street. She should be as giving as you are.
I don't care. I mean, as long as she's happy.
You must care. You should care. Marriage has to be a mutual giving and caring.
I think she'll do that.
But in a way, it's going to be up to you to see that she does. Scotty, marriages just don't work if there isn't mutual love, mutual respect, mutual support.
Okay, I'll remember that.
I'm sure you know that Rick has still a couple of reservations about her maturity. Well, I'm counting on you to help her grow up to the responsibilities of marriage. And Scotty, you can't do that if you're always giving in to her. Do you see what I mean?
I do. I really appreciate you giving Laura the wedding of her dreams.
Well, we're doing it for both of you, really. We hope that it will be a dream come true for you, too, so that you can look back on it and cherish it.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, Scotty, you don't have to be afraid of showing emotion. I'm not. Rick and I love you and respect you. You couldn't be more a member of the family.
Thank you.
And we're counting on you to take over where we leave off.
Oh, I'm going to do my best.